On the news tonight, Anambra government holds meeting with commercial vehicle operators to profile lasting solutions to their challenges. 62nd independence, Nigerians ask not to lose hope in Nigerian nation. INEC EU collaborate to equip journalists ahead of 2023 election. Bank of England to update a banknote bearing portrait of King Charles gradually. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Anambra State government has organized a meeting with the representatives of drivers, commercial vehicle operators in the state over tax payment issues to dialogue and end the recent agitations by other groups. The meeting held at Revenue House in Oka attracted the representatives from across the state, giving them the opportunity to air their views on the tax issue and all the challenges confronting them in the state. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Addressing the groups, the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Bezim, reminded them that his administration is people-oriented and all its efforts are geared towards alleviating the plight of the people, assuring them that the government has zero tolerance for touting in the state and warned touts that are still going about their illegal activities in the state to desist or face the full wrath of the government. Noting that the present administration is operating on transparency and people-oriented approach of governance, Governor Soludo assured the transporters that their compliance and suggestions on the taxes, persistence of touts on the state's routes, unionism, among other issues, will be looked into in view of providing lasting solutions to them.
We have more important work to do for you. The governor and myself, I need your employment. You know, when I employ, I know soldier staff, I actually structures, I get government, I have instrumentally, also do the form or I actually from there. I am buy good, they but I actually everybody needs to put their hand together in those their states. And all of us support Anaiki to see Anambra. Anambra State went soon. You know that the heart of people not went soon.
In your government, now Ega as an for 15,000 naira. No good on you. Over a lot of reasons, I just know what they are too much. In Kembu, have you check in about 95% of only Naya Kike and Fonoso, they more operate on higher purchase. So I think here an easy. After Kai Metrahenda Nile, he saved them with that 15,000 naira in government. All ya mere, I now before now be writing. Now ya because say I need very willing to support the government by paying our IGR. Mana Carisian gas for monthly. Oh my God. Or it was as in our country. Oh no, you willing because they would have near Rorum or near Roraga with our move.
Oh, I had a problem. And the government so I like a isolated them more I took them. I don't know. I actually come on. Here in the because you may. I have one in the way him what the way to more government over. We understand the album. Government need when you go on that side. Because one of them can authenticate for them who begin to have. And you get to live outside between that and lack and have. So, a business government here, you go. I want to then I want more. I found the album. Lazy. Everyone who did that when we come on around too much. Man, there is a lot of fear.
Recall that Anambra State approved task for motorcyclists is 7,500 naira monthly or 21,000 naira for a quarter. The tricyclists 15,000 naira monthly or 52,000 naira quarterly, while buses are to pay 25,000 naira monthly or 70,000 naira for a quarter, while taxi drivers are to pay 17,000 naira for 1 month or 49,000 naira quarterly. The rate for township operators is 30,000 naira for 1 month, 84,000 naira for 1 quarter, and pickup van drivers are to pay 25,000 naira for 1 month or 70,000 naira for a quarter. From Anambra State Internal Revenue Office in Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo has reassured that his administration will not fail in the Anambra but will deliver on its mandate. Governor Soludo, represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, gave the assurance at the Cathedral Church of St. Faith, Awka, during a special service organized by the state government in commemoration of the Nigeria 62nd Independence celebration coming up on Saturday, the 1st of October 2022. Again, Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Governor Soludo said that the present administration is passionate about the sufferings of the masses and is daily making efforts to ensure that the living standard of Ndi Anambra is significantly improved. He encouraged the state's residents to be law-abiding and supportive of the government, pointing out that the government has zero tolerance for violence or any act that is capable of truncating its vision for a prosperous and better Anambra. The governor used the opportunity to call on Nigerians not to lose hope in Nigerian nation, but to always contribute their quota in the development of the country.
He has not scattered. He has scattered. They won't be here. We all face various challenges. The government is here. The governor is putting all his best to see that Anambra as a state will get there.
The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Uchenna Okafor, represented by his deputy, Honorable Pascal Abodike, expressed hope that Nigeria can still work if the leaders and the led will combine efforts and appropriately play their respective roles.
It is our duty to act always preach the unity of this country and provide good governance to the people of Nigeria, especially here in Anambra State.
Earlier in a sermon, the Archbishop, Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, and Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Alexander Bezim, represented by the Assistant Administration Officer, Venerable Rex Kanu, regretted the height of corruption prevailing in Nigeria, even after several years of independence, warning leaders at all levels to have a rethink and ensure equitable distribution of democracy dividend across the country so as to regain the masses' trust and be free from divine wrath.
We want to thank God for our state, Anambra. Since March 17 this year that the new government took over, our hope has been raised in various aspects of governance, and we are happy about that.
Dignitaries that graced the occasion include State Chief Judge Justice Onochie Anyachebelu, Chief of Staff Mr. Ernest Ezajoye, Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism Comrade Don Onyenji, Commissioner for Environment Engineer Felix Odimegu, Head of Service Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, Deputy Chief of Staff to Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Office of the Deputy Governor Sir Ugochukwu Obiefuna, top security officers in the state, among others. The special service featured renditions by the choir, prayers for Anambra State, Nigeria, and leaders at all levels, as well as thanksgiving by Anambra State government and some individuals. From Cathedral Church of St. Faith in Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Members of Okechi Quarters in Okpuno Community, Yoka South Loki Government Area, have staged a peaceful protest alleging leadership imposition on them by certain persons in the community, calling on Anambra State government to wade into the matter. The protesters disclosed that their attempts to enthrone a leadership structure in the villages of Okechi Quarters without conducting a free and fair election as enshrined in their constitution. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibota reports that the protest took place on Saturday, which was a day scheduled for chairmanship election in the villages. His report.
They accused the leadership of the community for imposing on them the people that have long overstayed their tenure and rejected by the quarters. The protesters, who brandished placards with inscriptions like "No dictatorship in Okoche," "Respect people's desire," "Let there be election," "No imposition of candidates," and "No to state of anarchy," told Okpuno Electoral Committee, who came to conduct the election, that what they need is a credible election and not to impose on them any candidate.
Committee person the list that we the people that are vying have a questionable character. Stipulate it if they have a questionable character. No evidence. They just came here just to intimidate us. But we woke up today as Okoche people. Nobody can kill Okoche as a town. We are part of Okpuno and we contribute to Okpuno. And we support the government of Anambra State. And we will continue to support the peacekeeping and the environment of Anambra State. We work with the governor. Why we are saying this is that we know that solution is here. And the solution doesn't tolerate nonsense. He always keep listening here to anything and to any petition. We Okoche Quarter doesn't need any position of any candidate.
Free and fair election, democratic. I natural imposing of any candidate on the quarter. I have been candidates from say election. I win the what do you do against here? But they cannot impose anybody on us. Why can I agitate?
What the guy doing? Where's the guy on? I call whole government. They go. They various places. Even though the miner by now, you're looking at the Soludo. Offers the mayor approve. So we are tired of godfatherism. I chose here. Only obodo wepụta represent ya bụ their choice. Ya represent ya.
The thing when they went obodo iwe na ndụ a na-ewepụtala anyị abụrụ ndụ dị suppose mwepụta because na ba nwe personal interest na ebe ndị anwa nọ. So obodo wee sị na a ga-eme election. Election ahụ ka abịa ka eme. Ejechele DSS. Jeche ebe niile meche screaming apart and down na DSS. To my surprising, olu yesterday night epesi akwụkwọ sị na ndị ahụ niile gbale form na disqualify go be jeche DSS amel approve. Ọ bụla onye mere approve na DSS no what effect result. Ka emeziri impose na onye ga-abụ chairman ga-achị anyị which obodo village anyị bụ Ọkọchị Kwọta achọrọ ya. I wanna eme demonstration na anyị achọrọzi ntie mmadụ na anyị ga-eji aka anyị bụ obodo wepụta onye ga-ejela anyị ozi ga-adụ accountable to us.
Obodo wete m si na m ga-abụ chairman before ndị executive mana a disqualify ya m si na ndị executive m ga-eje na mama nje iwe wee na-ewe ndị be anyị anyị lasị na ote ga-emewere anyị iwe no mgbu mmadụ wa ya ara dị mma kama onye mmadụ iwe bịa buru ụzọ gwu ya ndị ọ na-achị.
Reacting, the chairman of Okpuno Electoral Committee, Mr. Chuka Onwuzulike, said they only came to discharge their duties in line with the mandate given to them and would report back to the authorities the outcome of the exercise. The three villages that make Okoche Quarters are Okashamma, Obunamma, and Umuife. From Okpuno, Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
Rotary International says it will partner anybody, group or corporate organizations with a clear policy of improving the living standards of the people. Its governor in District 9142, comprising all the states in the southeast as well as Cross River and Akwa Ibom. Rotarian Grace Okaro stated this when she visited the chairman of Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing Company, Chief Innocent Chukuma, in the company of chairman of Rotary International Stakeholders, Rotarian Abuchungozo, assistant governors of Rotary and past assistant governors, and some Rotary presidents at his hometown in Nnewi. We have details from our studio.
According to Rotarian Okaro, the main focus of Rotary International is to provide an enabling environment for peaceful coexistence among the people in addition to helping those in need. Describing Rotary as a charitable organization, she thanked Chief Innocent Chukuma for using his company in touching lives and seeks his partnership in various Rotary programs, including peace and conflict prevention and resolution, skill acquisition, and human capacity development, among others.
Rotary is always ready to partner with people who have the same idea. It seems that what the foundation has in mind tallies with
some of our areas of focus in Rotary.
Contributing, the chairman of Rotary Foundation in District 9142, Sachika Ekweme, harped on the need for people to always donate to Rotary Foundation to enable it sustain its fight against polio and other diseases ravaging the world.
Somebody every month, you wouldn't understand what you're doing until you check the families, number of families you are taking care of in Nigeria by paying their breadwinners their monthly salaries. That's in Kankenego of the reason.
Responding, Chief Chukwuma, who had earlier conducted the district governor Okaro and others round his factory, congratulated her on her emergence as the first female governor of the district, and also Rotarian Nwozo on his appointment as the chairman of Rotary International Stakeholders, and promised to support the Rotary in view of their humanitarian service. Also, the district governor, Rotarian Okaro, visited the Meko Huosa Foundation at Orifite in Ekwusigo local government area, where she called for partnership between the foundation and Rotary in healthcare delivery. The district governor commended Sir Okwosa for building the Dame Irene Okwosa Memorial Hospital for the people, which he said is in line with Rotary principles of serving and helping humanity. The general manager of the foundation, Ms. Amanda Obidike, and manager media and communications, Sir Oselo Kofo, conducted the district governor Karo and past assistant governors, including Paul Ileka, and chairman Rotary Foundation in district 9142, Sachika Ekweme, ran the facility. The district governor had earlier on arrival visited the traditional ruler of Nnewi, Igwe Kenneth Orizu III, to seek his royal blessings.
Northia community in Njikoka local government area has celebrated its 2022 New Yam Festival in Grand Salle. According to the villagers, this year's event marked the first joint New Yam Festival of the community after 40 years of disunity in the community. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Marking the first peaceful Ewaji Northia, the celebration had in attendance members of the 10 villages that make up Northia community. Addressing his subjects, the traditional ruler of Northia community, Igwe Daniel Obele, while pointing out that no community progresses or develops without peace, encouraged them to embrace peace and shun strife and violence, as it will not do the community any good. Igwe Obele thanked God for his blessings on Northia community, expressing happiness that the community could, after 40 years of disunity, come together as brothers and celebrate New Yam Festival, which he described as one of the highest celebrations in Igbo land, and prayed God to ignite more of his love and unity amongst his subjects.
I went to Nesbuya. Makai for me. I wear Dico Biono. Where Wopte over starter. I will be doing getting easy. I went I say, not the Bagola anymore. Not the Bagola anymore.
The Chief Protocol Officer and Deputy Chief of Staff to Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Mr. Chinedum Oye, who hails from Northia, expressed joy that the Northia now celebrate New Yam Festival like other communities in Igbo land, and harped on the need for the community and other communities in the state to allow peace and unity to reign for rapid development of the state.
If you go so, I na sina on the photo if I na yon and not for Udo na Ganiru.
Speaking, the President General of the community, Mr. Daniel Okoye, and the Secretary of the Igwe's Cabinet, Chief Uchenna Agamba, who is the chairman Northia 2022 Ewaji Festival, said that the celebration was a thing of joy for the community as it gave them a sense of oneness and brotherhood, and appreciated God for restoring peace in Northia community under the reign of Igwe Obele, whom they described as a man of peace.
So, it's a thing of joy that,
This is the first New Year festival Igwe is pretending. Yes, so it's a mark of honor.
For the Transition Committee Chairman for Njikoka Local Government Area, Mr. Clement Aguiyi, Ndibo should uphold the good aspect of their rich cultural heritage and should not allow them to go into extinction, as according to him, culture is the identity of any tribe. The Nofia 2022 New Yam Festival, which was kick-started with a special prayer by the Bishop of Liberty International Faithfulness, Bishop Paul Ijoma, featured masquerade displays as well as several cultural performances by Omada Nofia and other groups. From Nofia in Njikoka Council Area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
And still to come on the news tonight, INEC EU collaborator equipped journalists ahead of 2023 election. Bank of England to update banknotes bearing portrait of King Charles gradually. And here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround the maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns after this time out. Please join us again.
So you gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Gotta take pure bliss now, and love the way it tastes. Feel the pure bliss burst from the toes to your face. Gotta take pure bliss now, feel the bliss today.
Light up your day anywhere, even at home, with the rich, creamy taste of pure bliss.
Welcome back to the news. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is collaborating with the European Union to raise capacity of journalists ahead of the 2023 general elections. Addressing participants at the two-day capacity workshop on the Commission's processes, innovations and preparations for the 2023 general election and critical issues in the Electoral Act 2023 for press corps members, the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, warned against the use of the media for campaign of calumny. Princess Ekwi Archide filed in this report, taken from here.
Professor Yakubu, who was represented by the National Commissioner and Chairman of Information and Voter Education Committee, Barrister Festus Okoye, said preparations for the conduct of the 2023 general election has reached an advanced and critical stage, and therefore imperative that the media have a good knowledge and understanding of the workings and operations of the Commission. According to him, it is necessary for an informed and balanced coverage of the Commission's activities and the dissemination of information to the general public, avail stakeholders timely and relevant information pertaining to the electoral process, carry out voter education and public enlightenment, and mobilize the electorate to participate in the electoral process through awakening in them the consciousness of taking ownership of the political process. Earlier in his welcome address, the INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner for Lagos State, Ms. Shegun Abaje, said modern societies cannot be imagined without mass communication, since the mass media, as the fourth estate, plays a noble role of supplementing the three branches of democratic government by providing checks and balances. On his part, the team leader of the EU implementing body, DAI, Rudolf Elbing, said they are honored to be leading implementation of the first component of European Union support to democratic governance in Nigeria, EU SDGN, which aims to support INEC in its endeavors to improve the quality of electoral administration in the country and untimely foster a functioning, pluralistic, inclusive, participatory and representative democracy in Nigeria. The Chief Press Secretary to the INEC Chairman, Mr. Rotimi Oyekami, who gave the aims and objectives of the workshop, said the essence is to ensure that voters' understanding of the election processes are enhanced through reportage.
The Royal Mail and Bank of England have said that they have received guidance from King Charles' royal household aimed at minimizing cost and ensuring a sustainable transition. The Bank of England has said that updated banknotes bearing the portrait of the king will be revealed by the end of the year. The notes are expected to enter circulation by mid-2024, with Charles' portrait appearing on the existing designs of €5, €10, €20 and £50 pounds banknotes. The Royal Mail also confirmed the King's image will replace Queen Elizabeth II on new first and second class defensive stamps, as well as all those of other values. And now sports. Wilfred Ndidi reportedly suffered a grade 1 hamstring tear while with the Super Eagles in Constantine with their club Leicester City, expect him to return to action next Monday against Nottingham Forest. Ndidi pulled out of the Nigeria squad last week after sustaining the injury in training and returned to Leicester City for medical attention. But after assessment, it was learned that the midfielder suffered a minor injury and should be back within a week. Nigerian manager Jose Pesairo explained that the City's fitness team had passed on a message to the Eagles that Ndidi had complained of a hamstring tweak following the club's 6-2 defeat to Tottenham prior to the international break. After Ndidi featured in light training with his country, it was decided it was best not to risk him. Ndidi has started all but one of City's Premier League matches this season. Remember that you can follow ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Anambra government has held meeting with commercial vehicle operators to proffer lasting solutions to their challenges. 62nd independence, Nigerians have been asked not to lose hope in Nigerian nation. INEC EU have collaborated to equip journalists ahead of 2023 election. And we also told you on the foreign scene that Bank of England is to update banknotes bearing portrait of King Charles gradually. And here is a special message before we go. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good night.